Hi, everybody. I want to take some time to go through some of the larger assignments that you may have questions on, seeking maybe some clarification. So I'm going to start off with the principal story piece, and then also the final professional development plan that is a collaborative assignment. Really, the principal story documentary, that the whole process, I'm looking for it to be collaborative. That is one of the main reasons I put you in small learning groups, is for you to evaluate these clips and the documentary in its entirety. Typically in the 14-week session, you have the opportunity during the school year to be in some buildings and do some of this work in that fashion. So utilizing this documentary, which I think is a fantastic piece in which you can really evaluate some leadership skills and evaluate how these two leaders are utilizing the various skills, strategies, look at their time in the position, and see how they approach some of the various things regarding supervisory issues and the culture and climate within their building, and how those are meshed to achieve and maximize student achievement. So, really, I think it's a very powerful documentary. Love it. And what I'd like you to do is, if we kind of break this down, I broke it up into three several parts. And then these are the three different discussion strands related to the different parts. Also, there's a principal story field guide. This field guide has guiding questions, and I had kind of noted that it'd be very beneficial for you to use those guiding questions to facilitate discussion within your groups related to each part individually. And then at the culminating piece of that is the end, the school professional development plan. Um, I really want to kind of have you look at this as a project-based learning opportunity, an authentic opportunity, in the fact that we as leaders in an educational setting never work in isolation. If I'm going to develop a professional development plan within my building, identify areas of need, areas of strengths, areas of weaknesses, I'm never doing this alone. I'm collaborating with my assistant principals, my counseling staff, the central office directors, particularly those in the roles of gifted special education and curriculum development, to collaborate with them to develop a cohesive plan that's going to best meet the needs of my building, and then also fit within the district vision and mission, to ultimately achieve success for our students. So I really want you to look at this as a collaborative effort. And I think particularly within the realm we're leading into, with a lot more remote learning, remote collaboration, this is a beautiful opportunity for us to practice this and look at different strategies and skills and ways you can use this as a building leader to achieve results. So the actual professional development plan, if you go in there and you read through that, there's going to be two components. There's a written component that you guys can slice and dice that however you like to, and then there's the presentation piece. So you're basically going to take that written plan and then also create a recorded presentation. And I want you to envision this as you as school leaders, principals within a building, presenting this to your Board of Education for approval. So where is this coming from? How's this tied to the principal story documentary? What I really want you to do is select one of the schools highlighted in the documentary, and based on what you discuss, what you evaluate, what you view, select what you would do to implement a professional development plan for either of those buildings. You don't have to go, and this is a great question. I met with one of your classmates one-on-one, and please know I'm always available to do that via, typically Google Meets. But I did meet one-on-one, and a great question in regards to in that the state they're in within the documentary, or are we having to do research on where these schools currently stand? And everything is based on that documentary. So you're gonna view it through the lens of that documentary in isolation. You do not need to go and do additional research or find additional information related to that school. However, definitely a collaborative effort. Make sure we're having utilizing that field guide to help facilitate the discussions. And if your groups ever have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask me. I'll try to provide guidance as best I can. But again, as leaders within an educational setting, things are sometimes gray and murky, and you don't always have the answer right there in front of you, telling you which way you need to go. So part of this, too, is that educational leaders developing those skills and trying to navigate some things that are always not so clear, and coming up with your own ideas, your fresh perspective, and your look on that. Please do that. I think that letting you loose, you're going to come up with a lot better product than me dictating or mandating it needs to exactly look like this, has to be like that. Now I give you some guidelines that need to be met, obviously within the assignment, but feel free to be creative, and please utilize. I'm going to come down here. Utilize the modules to support your plan. These modules I left wide open for you to kind of progress through as need be, but all these readings, all these lectures that are in here are meant for you to utilize that knowledge on the larger assignments that are due. One of them obviously being this school professional development plan. So the various concepts that are discussed within that can be utilized within those plans, very well. So again, one area I wanted to touch upon, this principal story piece. If you have any additional questions, please feel free to ask me. And good luck. And I will be posting some other videos related to some of the other assignments and concepts within this course as we move along. So continue to have a great day and take care.